here's the stages of cleaning our waterfall. So I got the one up there and the one right there done for now, and we're working on the biggest one now. And what we have to do is take a pump. We had to pump out as much water as we could with that hose and that little pump. And we don't know where that goes, but we have a drain over there, so we did some of it into that drain because it was not going up this hill. Like, it just, gravity was not doing its thing with that little pump. So we pumped out as much as we could. Now we sprayed down the sides, so now we have this hose and this shot back. And what we're doing is taking this guy and trying to get all the stuff so basically, we're going to take that pump. That's the actual waterfall pump that plugs in right here and all the things. That's going to come out tomorrow, but you can see the hose there is attached to the waterfall plumbing that goes up to the top of the waterfall. So we have to unclamp that tomorrow, but what our goal tonight is to get all of this emptied. It's just sludge in the bottom, and I'm going to get those 3 rocks out, hopefully. I'm scooting them forward with the hose of the vacuum, but we're getting the bottom of these cleaned out, and then the sides I am actually taking soapy water and a scrub brush, and just long-handled scrub brush, and just kind of cleaning them that way, and then spraying them with the hose, and then sucking it all out. And then we have to dump. This guy's not very big, so we have to dump it every so often, and it smells horrible, and the mosquitoes are breeding in it, and it's awful. We had a lot of rainwater, and we had it turned off for a while because there is a hole or a small leak somewhere, and we think it's up through here. So now once this is cleaned out, we're going to let it all dry out tonight, and then tomorrow we're going to climb in there, take all the little rocks down. We've already got some moved that I could get from standing up there. It's very hard to teeter and be careful. And figure out if the lining has moved or if there's a tear or what is going on. We have some lining tape to repair. I did see where up there, right there, there's a little, what do you call that? Like part of the waterfall, like where it sits. Like a little part of a pond, but it's not really like these, to where it's just open to the waterfall part right there, and that's the overflow from the top dumps into that. Well, the lining was falling down from where the rocks were, so we kind of got it put back up. But I think in the lining here, see, all that is just on top of each other. So we're gonna go through, see how many rocks we can get out of there. We want to take a lot of the little rocks down. We just don't like how those look, and clean out all the gunk underneath. And then we're going to reposition the lining, look for any holes. It looks like underneath this flat rock right here, underneath that, there's a bunch of tape where somebody had previously taped it, so maybe we'll tape back over that with some of the good tape that's actually for this. And oh, I see a hole. I see a hole I did not see before. Right there. You see that big hole? Now, you can see where the scum kind of sits right there. So, I'm not sure the water line actually goes up that high before it spills over. Let's investigate here. Zoom back out. Okay. So, it goes out this tube here at the bottom under that rock. Fills up this. Now this is plumbed separately. There's like a shut-off valve for this. And then under those rocks on the edge, there's a hole that it goes down. So I'm not sure that it actually, but we'll tape it. I'm not sure that actually is a problem though, because I don't think the water gets that high in there. But we will definitely patch that. So that's the type of things we're looking for, actually. You can see the lights on right there because we have this turned on because we had the little pump going. Actually, I'm going to turn that off because this is not plugged into that. But that's the pump for the waterfall. Plugs in there and the switch turns that and the light on. But anyways, so that's what we're looking for. We're looking to see if there's any other holes in any of the lining that is moved that needs to be put back to where, I think up at the top of the waterfall, like where the right there in the middle, I think the lining is wrinkled up too high and maybe some of the water. So we just notice when it's running, we're losing water. And we know this because all the water comes back down to this big pond part right here. And it's lower as the day goes on. We have to keep adding water. So at some point along trickling down or in one of the top ponds, it's getting lower. Now all the water is pumped from this pump up to both that and that. So we have no way of knowing. We could turn off the plumbing to that and see if there's a problem there. But I really think it's this mess in the middle that needs to be ironed out, kind of reset all the wrinkles out of it if we can. But it's so difficult because we're going to have to climb like on this rock right here and try not to fall. That's going to be fun. And I'm not a fan of the spiders that live underneath these things. So it's going to be interesting for sure. And that's the goal. So now I have to take my vac, suck out that water, and then all the sludge too, and then scrub it, spray it, and suck it out. And then so I'll take a couple of photos. I took a before photo of like the top, and then I'll take some after photos, and then we'll see. And then we're gonna get some cleaner that goes in here that's safe for pets, plants, and humans. So we just have to be careful. Our cats do like to drink out of these, and because our cats are inside outside cats, so that's concerning. But anyways, that's our journey. And then we have the entire mess over here to deal with, but one thing at a time, right? So yeah, we're gonna take all the little rocks down and then like reposition all the rocks and make it look prettier, hopefully. And then we're gonna build up right there because all of that dirt is, like, when it rains, is washing down too. So we'll put some rocks there, build that up a little bit for our plant up there. That's that. It is what it is. So now I'm gonna go and finish this part. This is the only part I have left to actually suck out, and then it can dry out overnight. So anyways, that's our adventure for today and probably the entire weekend. Sunday it's supposed to rain, so we're trying to get it, because it rained last night. We don't want it to fill back up with rainwater and then sit and stink and whatever. It needs to dry out to use the tape. There's some tape I see in here where maybe she tried to patch or somebody tried to patch, and we'll probably just put more tape over where those are, peel off the old tape and retape there, because maybe that's where some issues are coming in too. So anyways, wish us luck. Thanks for watching.